bit of cyber stalking, I was able to find out about this awesome opportunity. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce everybody to my mentor, Mr. Sean T. Hill. Take it away, sir.
All right. Well, thanks so much. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Excellent. Well, I'm not gonna let her get away with that. That young lady, she said
by a little bit of cyber stalking, I was able to find out
somebody's actually
awesome
starting a watch party. Oh, is that me? I think that's me.
I'd like to introduce everybody to
Wait
my
a
mentor,
second.
Mr. Sean T.
So
Hill.
as you guys
Take
can
it away,
hear,
sir.
we are live on YouTube at my YouTube channel, Sean T. Hill. And so it's working, obviously. But guys, I'm not gonna let her get away with that. She said all those great things about me. She didn't even tell you guys in 14 days. She got herself a $608 pay raise. We'll talk about how that happened in a little bit. She's already put herself in a position where she doesn't even have to pay for the services of experts. We'll talk about how she did that in a minute. And she is literally one conversation away from generating more money residual than 90% of the country. So if anybody deserves that level on this line, let's give that right back. COVID clap, Liza Dillard. Don't put your hands together because you don't know where the other hand's been. It's just really weird. All right, so guys, I'm not gonna keep you guys long. I'm really gonna just share some information with you that we're really excited about. But I got started after a 2-minute conversation. And so I'm not gonna take much longer than that. But I'm gonna do 3 things in this conversation. The first thing I'm gonna do is tell you a little bit about myself so you don't think I'm insane diving into things after 2-minute conversations. The second thing I'm gonna do is share with you guys the concept of income shifting, which is simply strategies that put more of your money back into your pocket so that your money can make you money. And then the third thing I'm gonna do is show you how Aletta and Will and Jason and all these different partners and Liza have put themselves in position to generate significant part-time income that becomes full-time income with part-time hours by simply sharing what income shifting is. And so by way of background, the reason why I've been having this type of success is because I always wanted to be wealthy, and this kind of lined up with it. And, you know, I grew up in a small town, Brooklyn, New York. Anybody heard of it? Couple of buildings. And you come out of my building, you go 1 mile to the left, you're in the city dumps. You go about 5 miles to the right, you're in some of the richest communities in all of New York. And so my question growing up was always the same. How do we get over there? Anybody ever asked the right question, but you asked the wrong people?
Mm-hmm.
Well, everybody I was asking was right there with me. And I guess I was just too young to understand that if they knew how to be over there, where would they have been? Over there. Oh, by the way, I didn't know if anybody told you, this is a conversation. I'm not on TV. This is not a recording. I'm actually talking to you. So if you are in a position to if you don't have any background noise and you can actually take yourself off mute, I love not to attend lectures. I especially love not to be the speaker at them. Is that all right?
Yes.
And so, I mean, you know, I did what they told me. They gave me the best advice they had because they love me and they cared about me. They told me if I graduated high school, I got myself a college degree, I'd be able to get a great job with some benefits and write my own ticket. Now, a lot of us have been calling in from all around the country. How many of you guys heard that where you're from?
Yep.
Now I
Right
hope it
here.
worked out a lot better for you than it did for me because I mean, I wanted to get to the money as fast as I could, Day. And so I graduated high school at 16. I actually got an electrical engineering degree at 20, but then I found myself amongst that 80% of students that graduate. How many of you guys know some people that's all degreed up, nowhere to go?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I'm one of them.
See, that was me. I had an electrical engineering degree, but I was working as a bill collector. Now I'm gonna tell you what's worse, Aletta. I was a broke bill collector. So all day long I'm calling people, I'm reminding them they need to pay their bills. I get home at night, there's 5 messages on my answering machine with the exact same reminder. And it was always check to check. Then I got married, it was check behind check. Then we added children to the equation. How many of you guys would agree our children get more expensive with every breath?
Yep.
And so it got to a point where there was just so much month at the end of my money, it didn't make sense to work. I don't know if you guys ever got to the 13th of the month and wondered, Lord, how am I gonna make it to the 30th? Now, if that's happened once or twice, that's okay. But let me tell you, when it happens every 30 days, it's like hell on earth. And they say, you fool me once, shame on you. You fool me twice, what?
Shame on me.
That thing is working. I mean, YouTube is crushing right now. I'm glad you guys are tapping in. And so, I mean, I went back to the same people. I said, that didn't work. What do I do now? They told me go back to school. Now, how many of you guys, if we're being honest, how many of you guys know some people been in school so long, we forgot what they were studying?
2, 3, 4 degrees and certificates.
But here's the thing.
Certification.
Strategy I had. And so they told me this time get a degree where you can get hired. So I went from wanting to be wealthy to getting all this education to just wanting to be hired. You guys see how education works?
Yeah.
All right, somebody watching TV. Somebody help me out. Y'all don't hear that?
I'm looking.
Boy, this is what I'll do. Watch this. So now if you unmute yourself, now we'll know it's not you. And so here's the thing. I actually wanted to get a degree to get me hired. Now here's the irony. They said, by the way, all the world needs a teacher. So I got a master's in math education. I got my second check as a high school math teacher because I didn't believe the first check somehow. I thought they made a mistake. They were gonna put the rest of my money on the second check. The second check came looking just like the first one. I quickly understood as teacher's salary could not split 6 ways. I had to do something different. How many guys would agree when you pray long enough, God will send it?
Yep.
I agree.
And so I was praying for a better way to do what I needed to do for my family. God said a good friend of mine that actually graduated and he got a job in his actual field. As a matter of fact, he's one of my 6-figure friends. And so here's the thing. I figured if he was making twice as much as what I was making and he was sharing home-based business with me, I was just too broke to be skeptical. And I was always taught if you broke and you skeptical, shouldn't you be skeptical about what made you broke? So I didn't have time to poke holes in what he was talking about. I was too busy poking holes in education because they kept adding kids to my class, but they were not giving me raises. And so here's the thing, guys. I got started in home business, had a little bit of success. Then I got some awesome mentorship, started having a lot of success. But how many of you guys understand more money without strategies is like pouring gasoline on a matchstick. It just burns quicker. So now my stress is at an all-time high, Rebecca, because now I know I made a lot of money, but I have nothing to show for it. And at that time that I got the most frustrated, June the 8th, 2020, in the midst of a pandemic, one of my best friends on the planet gave me a call and said, listen, I found a way that not only can we make a lot of money like we normally do, but we actually have strategies to keep our money with us, get more of our money back to us, and make our money make money. So I got started after a 2-minute conversation, not because I was looking for it. It's just my life had me at a position where I knew I needed it. And so I was open. And that's what I challenge you guys to be over the next few minutes. Just be open. We're not going to ask you to join anything. We're not going to ask you to buy anything. We're just going to give you some information. But our minds are like parachutes. They tend to work better when they're open. Is that all right?
Yes.
That's right.
Now, can we agree that we're facing some things right now that we've never seen before? I mean, I've never put social and distancing in the same paragraph, let alone the same sentence, let alone the same phrase. It doesn't even make sense. How are you social and distancing? It doesn't make, but we're in the quarantine era. I mean, unemployment is at an all-time high. We can't even travel like we used to de-stress. And I don't know about you guys, but on Sunday, when the pastor say, touch your neighbor, this doesn't work for me. This right here, this is doing nothing. But now, as new as that stuff is, can we agree that inflation's not new?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
But guess what? It's accelerated due to COVID. Have y'all seen how high milk and eggs is going? You almost don't want breakfast, right?
Oh my goodness.
But here's what happens. When things rise, we try to maintain lifestyle, and a lot of people take out that trusty, rusty credit card. And so credit card balances are also through the roof. We can't count on big business because how many of you guys understand, even though inflation is going up, nobody's giving us raises like they used to.
No, they're not.
So here's what's weird. They justify inflation because of COVID, but they justify not giving us a raise because of COVID. And then they act like nothing's going on because they're having the same sales every 30 days because of these so-called holidays that they've always had. I mean, what the heck we need with a back to school sale and we teach it virtually? You better wear that same shirt you went to sleep in. You ain't going nowhere. And then how many guys understand that all of us have a government job?
Yeah.
Because we get taxed 1/3 up front. So from January to April, regardless of what your job description is, aren't we busy paying taxes?
Yes.
Exactly.
And then if we fill out the right stuff, and I'm going somewhere with this, then if we fill out the right paperwork, they'll give us some of the money back. Now, I'm not calling that thing a refund ever again in my life because I understand the definition of a refund. if I go to the gas station and they ask me how much gas I want, and I say I need 50 on pump 4, and then I go to pump 4 and I pump 40, when I go back inside, how much money do they give me?
10.
All right, you guys are swift. It was rough earlier. I was like, oh, I know why my students act like this. But yeah, 10. I funded them 50. I only used 40. They refunded me 10 because that was my money. Can we all agree that that's not how taxes works with the government?
No, it's not.
Taxes kind of works more like I paid them 50. When I went to the pump, I was only able to get 2 in. And then when I go back inside, they say if I fill out the right paperwork, I can get $8 more. And they have us so conditioned that that's the way it's supposed to be, that we get excited about a refund knowing that we're not getting all our money back, so that we can try to spend it and get taxed on it. Matter of fact, they got everybody excited about a stimulus check that they're going to overtax to get that money right back as well.
That's right.
But nobody brought you on this particular Zoom for gloom and doom. That's not why we're here. I just want to emphasize one point. Regardless of what the economy says, regardless of what Money Magazine says, regardless of all of the horror stories on CNN or wherever you watch your news, can we agree that no matter what the economy is, somebody's always winning?
Amen.
Somebody's always winning.
I mean, as terrible as everything is, how many of you guys would agree with me that Purell and Lysol are winning right now?
Yes, they
Mhm.
are.
Did you guys ever think you would ever say, don't you blow your nose in that good toilet paper? Are the toilet paper companies winning right now?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, they are.
Yes.
What about the companies that bring us our food, even though we're at home with our food?
Yep.
Is Instacart, Uber Eats, DoorDash, are they winning?
Oh, they make it.
Yes.
Oh yeah, because we refuse to cook that stuff that we bought in the refrigerator. We refuse. We want to eat out while we're in. How many of you guys got a smiley face box last week and you're expecting another smiley face box next week? Is Amazon winning right now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep, I just bought something today on Amazon.
See what I'm saying? And so these companies figured out how to win. The reason why my partners are so excited about sharing what we're doing with you is because we're winning with Make Wealth Real Financial. We call it MWR Financial for short. And the reason why we're winning is we're offering solutions everyone needs. The main one is home-based business. Now, put this in your notes if you're taking notes. Home-based business is not for poor people. As a matter of fact, poor stands for passing on opportunities repeatedly. So most poor people miss home-based business anyway. Wealthy people add home-based business to their portfolio, even if they don't expect to work the home-based business. Somebody asked me why.
Why?
We have over 455 tax breaks that nobody else gets. See, the key to wealth is not how much money we make, it's how much money we what? Keep. And the way that we keep our money is understanding that home-based business is a way to make the government fund our lifestyle. Here's what I mean by that. If I am just simply an employee, but my brother Winston is a home-based business owner, I have bills. Winston has expenses that he can write off. Is this making sense?
Yes.
And so, ladies, your hairdos, guys, our hair don'ts. This is not a polo shirt. This is uniform. Some of y'all remember when we first started doing these, I was wearing Adidas. Then I thought about it. I can't write off Adidas. So here's the thing, guys. If we go on a plane and you have a traditional business and I have a home-based business, chances are I can write off that trip. But you have to be in a position where you can prove, ridiculously prove that you are actually doing business where you went. Guys, home-based business is the secret of the wealthy. We also offer the opportunity to leverage those same virtual solutions that leverage us. See, here's the other thing I want you guys to get. Everyone already does what we do. It's just most people don't get a check for it. Now, Day doesn't look like she believes me. So everybody say, prove it.
Prove it.
How many of you guys ever told somebody about a sale, a deal, a movie, a restaurant, some music, a book? Okay.
Free advertisement.
How many of you guys did that on social media?
Yep.
I did.
Now, here's how powerful social media is. We might not have been Facebook friends 3 years ago when you posted that, but if we become Facebook friends today, and I do like Liza did, and I cyber stalk you, I told you I was gonna get you. But if I do that and I see something you posted 3 years ago and I buy it today, a sale was made. You were the salesperson, but how much money did you make?
No.
So we're
Zero.
using these solutions, guys. Solutions like Zoom. I mean, Zoom has a larger market cap than all the major airlines combined because nobody's flying, they're Zooming. Is this making sense?
Yes.
And we're using these to introduce people to our team of financial experts. Guys, repeat after me. I am not the expert.
I am not the expert.
See, this is the thing I got most excited about. You do not want me to be your financial expert. You want your finances jacked up? Ask me a question. I will jack your finances up. But when they told me all I had to do was expose, everybody say expose.
Exposed.
Let me show y'all what exposed looks like. Look at the person that invited you if it's not me. What are they doing right now?
They're listening.
Exactly. Nothing. Laughing at some corny jokes, answering some common sense questions, but at the same time, they're building a significant part-time business by exposing you to information. Now, our mentorship with Extra Digit is going to educate you on what we have our hands on, and then MWR is going to execute. And so, but our only role is the what? What's that E word we just said?
Exposed.
All we do. So at the end of this conversation, don't ask me what I got to do. I just told you 4 times. Just expose. If you can get good at inviting people to Zooms and letting God sort them out, it's a very fun business, especially part-time from home at your safety of your own home. And so what MWR does is we provide a financial edge membership. Guys, put this in your notes. The membership itself is only $79.97 a month. But now what you get with that is Money Max, which is experts that teach tax reduction strategies, Credit Max, which has experts that have credit restoration strategies, Equity Max, which has debt elimination strategies, and Wealth Max, which has wealth generation strategies. What word did you hear me say over and over again?
Strategy.
Guys, how many of you guys want to be wealthy?
Yes.
Right
It's
here.
in your notes.
Right here, right
Wealth,
here.
wealth without strategies is just a dream or a wish. That's the first note. Second note, wealth without a team never happens. There's no such thing as a self-made millionaire. Once upon a time, Oprah was predicting the weather. Then Oprah got a team, and now Oprah is old. Is this making sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, think about what's happened to us. Ladies, I know you can do your hair, but how many of you guys would rather have experts do it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Guys, I know we can fix our cars, but how many of us would rather have experts do it? And so here's the thing. I know all of us can cook, but how many of you guys like it better when experts do it?
Yes,
Yeah.
right here.
But then somebody tricked us into believing that when it comes to our finances, which pays for all of the other stuff that we like experts to do, oh, I need to do that myself.
Yeah.
Who tricked us into doing that? Could it be the people that want to take all our money?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, we need a team of experts that are going to handle these different things. Now, some of us take advantage of this with MWR as business owners. We taking advantage of home-based business. And so in addition to the $79.97, we actually have a business center that's $40 a month. So that's $119 a month. And we give them $99 up front to let them know we actually want to be business owners. And so it's $228 one time, $119 a month. Now I'm going to show you guys how simple it is to take care of both of those things immediately. But can we admit up front that's really not an investment for all of the stuff that I was just talking about?
Mhm.
No, not at
I
all.
mean, how many of you guys have $228 mistakes in your closet? I mean, sis, you ain't never gonna wear that again. Bro, you should have never bought that in the first place. And can we all agree to just stop buying $300 sneakers for people that can't hoop? And so here's the thing, guys. You get all of these things and more. I'll share with you everything in a minute, but here's what I want you to understand. MWR is not on trial. MWR is established. As a matter of fact, MWR has actually shifted a little more than $60 million a year back into our members' pockets over the last 12 months from the government. Credit Max has actually helped thousands of people raise their credit scores 50 to 150 points or more shifting millions in interest and insurance premium overpayments to our members' pockets over the last 12 months. Equity Max has actually eliminated over $500 million in interest and reduced our members' time in debt over 13,600 years collectively over the last 12 months. Bill Shredder has actually saved hundreds of thousands of dollars for our members on their existing bills. And they did that in the first 30 days of the program. It's a new program. And then Wealth Max has actually created over $5 million in annual investment income. And that's based on over $25 million saved and invested by our members in land banking and private reserve accounts, self-banking. And here's the reason why I share this. We were able to do all of this without you.
Yeah.
What I mean by that is we're not trying to get you into anything. Again, I want your mind open. We're letting you in on some information that we've already decided we're taking advantage of. Is this making sense?
That's good.
Yes.
And so with that being said, understand that for $79 a month, you get a portal where you have tax experts, and all you have to do, and here's what I'm going to do for you guys. I'm going to share with you how simple it is to take advantage of all 4 of these pillars. And then I'm going to introduce you to some people that have already done it. Fair enough?
Yes.
Yeah.
And so with the tax reduction strategies, what all you have to do is upload your last 2 pay stubs and upload your last tax return. You can actually upload up to your last 3 tax returns. And then our enrolling agents that are trained by the IRS, these are clues, write that down. IRS knows about us because we don't do tax evasion, we do tax efficiency. What they're going to do is they're going to give you an adjusted W-4. The reason why this is so effective is most people either do our W-4s wrong, or when things change in our life, we get married, we get divorced. We have children, our children get grown and gone. When these changes happen, how many of us just rush back to adjust our W-4? And so 88% of us are overpaying taxes. So when you get your adjusted W-4 and you give it to your job, you'll see an instant pay raise. MWR is known as the home of the instant pay raise. With Credit Max, you upload your last 3 bureau reports and a picture ID, and the credit experts start working on your credit, getting the stuff that shouldn't be there off of your credit. With Equity Max, you actually just enter in your all of your debt. And they don't really care what the names of the companies are, but you enter in your balances, your interest rate on your debt, and the minimum monthly payment. And you're going to get your creditors plan for you. And then they'll also give you the Equity Max plan for you. And with Wealth Max, you press the button for a consultation and wealth experts will teach you. And so, guys, here's the thing I love the most about this portal. You don't have to ask anybody that invited you or sponsored you or introduced this to you a question. You ask the experts. And so for $79 a month, you can ask the experts every question you think of, and they answer within 2 to 24 hours, like clockwork. You get an email letting you know that they've answered, and sometimes you can chat live with them, depending on the time of day that you have a question. And so with that being said, guys, just imagine you're on Money Max and you do those things I just said, and when you get your adjusted W-4, like the person on the right, your federal income tax goes from $1,186.99 down to $325.69 because your W-4 is correct. How many of you guys can use the extra $861 a month?
Yes.
See, here's the thing I want you to get. I meet people all the time. How many of you guys know smart broke people?
Yeah.
Smart as a whip, broke as a
Whole
joke.
lot
You know somebody well, they always like to tell you, oh, yeah, I did something like that. No, you didn't. You have never gotten somebody a raise on their job and you didn't work there. You've never gotten somebody a raise at their job and they didn't have to ask a manager. And so, guys, when people tell me they've done this before, I know that they weren't listening because they know they haven't. And then I ask my friends, then why didn't you tell me? You know I teach. Right? I deserve a pay raise, don't I? What you hate about me? And so what also comes with Money Max is something called TaxBot. Now, this is what I have to tell people, especially those of you that already are using the Financial Edge membership. Get TaxBot through your portal. Get TaxBot through your Financial Edge membership because it's free through through us. But if you just download the app, it's $99 a month.
Yeah.
And it's just included in our $79 package with all of the different things that I'm sharing with you. And so here's the thing. When you download an app to your phone, it does automatic mileage tracking. When you get in your car, it asks you, is this a business trip? Reminding you that, you know, wherever you go, you just ask somebody, have you ever heard of income shifting? And regardless of what they say, you just press, yes, it's a business trip. When you go out to eat, you can take a picture of your food, your tasty beverage, but you need to take a picture of your receipt when it's all done, because what TaxBot does is it compiles this stuff for you. So not only does your taxes go down, but it stays down. Is this making sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I love to tell people, especially people that I know that don't work a job, but they do have a 1099, they're already business owners. The thing that they need is free TaxBot more than anything, because if you ask business owners what's their number one challenge, it's not making money, it's normally bookkeeping. I remember trying to, you know, track my mileage with that little book in the panel on my door. And then by the time we get to Martin Luther King's birthday, it was a wrap. I was no longer tracking that.
Mhm.
I remember having those receipts so long that the ink went away. And it was just blank sheets of paper in a plastic bag. And so TaxBot is amazing. And so, and then in addition to that, with Credit Max, I uploaded my stuff at 2:00 in the morning. As soon as he told me that they were gonna go to bat on my behalf. And by 3:00 in the afternoon, it said completed. And they already started going to work. So imagine being this young lady on the right, on the left, 19 years old, 356 credit score. 90 days later, 763-point credit score. Guys, that's over 400 points. She became the first grandbaby that didn't have to call her granddad to be a co-signer on her car. That's why she's holding her keys. See, here's the thing, guys. I know people say, well, I do credit repair. And I believe you. I actually trust that. But have you ever helped somebody get 400 points in 90 days? See, there's a huge difference between credit repair and credit restoration. If your house is falling over, do you want it repaired or do you want it restored?
Restored.
And so there's a huge difference. And then on the other end of the spectrum, Bert just did his just because it was included. He liked all the other things that we talked about before, but he said, what the heck, since I'm already paying for it, I might as well use it because it's included in the $79 a month. They took him from an $834 up to an $845. Bert's creditors called Bert trying to offer him the lowest interest rates possible to win him back as a customer. Melissa went from wherever she was to a perfect score, 850. I didn't even know the perfect score was 850. Guys, my credit was so bad, they wouldn't even take my cash. You didn't have to convince me to do this because what I wasn't gonna do is start calling and writing letters. I knew I wasn't gonna do it because I've known for 30 years I was supposed to do it and I never did it a letter. So I didn't think I would do it for the next 30 years. Is this making sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
With Equity Max, guys, you, like I said, you enter your debt and it'll give you your creditor's plan. How many of you guys understand our creditor's plan is to be our creditor forever?
Absolutely.
And so imagine me as Charlotte, they told her children's children were gonna pay her debt for the next 111 years. But the Equity Max plan was for her to be debt-free in 2 years and 6 months. Now, she would save over $513,000. Is this something that we have to sell to Charlotte or could we just share it with her?
Sure.
See, guys, write this in your notes. No sales, just strategies.
No sales. No sales. The strategy.
See, Peter, the thing I'm most excited about when it comes to this business is I don't have to sell anything. Because my reality is if I have to sell you on paying less taxes, having a higher credit score, and getting out of debt faster, doesn't that person have more issues than I need to deal with?
Yes. Above me now.
Yeah. You don't need a financial expert. You need a Jesus and a therapist if you just want to keep giving your money away like that. And so, guys, imagine being Trevor. Trevor's gonna be out of debt this month. But here's what they also teach us to do. They teach us how to use that same money to get to our millionaire date. How many of you guys want to be a millionaire?
I know.
I mean, that's on the way to wealth, right?
Yeah.
And so
Yep.
have you guys ever seen anybody come into some money, get debt free, and then be 3 times in debt within 6 months of that time? in worse debt than they were before they got the money? Guys, strategies. Is this making sense?
Yeah.
Here's what I got excited about. I already knew my money could make me wealthy. How did I know? It was making the government wealthy with the taxes I was giving them. It was keeping my creditors wealthy with all the interest I was paying them. And so I knew if I got it back and somebody gave me the right strategies, you can use your current money. Here's the difference, guys, because I'm really getting tired of people linking this with other stuff they've heard about. We teach you how to make your current money. Not if you sell this, not if you recruit that. We got that, but that has nothing to do with this conversation. Does this make sense?
Yeah.
Your current money properly invested can get you wealthy. This is income shifting. This is not one of those things you heard of. We shift income here. Your income back into your pocket. That's why it's weird to me, Samad, when people say, you know what, I'm not gonna do it. I'm like, bro, you're already doing it. You're already paying taxes.
Right, right.
Confused. You mean you just gonna stop paying taxes? Because we're just trying to show you how to pay less taxes.
Right.
You know, I'm not gonna take advantage of it. So you just gonna let your credit score stay where it is, huh? That's what's up. So you just gonna say, you know what? I don't think this is for me, but getting out of debt's not for you. Oh, you need that get out of debt slower plan. Got it.
Right. Exactly.
And so, you know, I just like to play around because we got to hear what we're saying, right? How many of you guys understand? I teach my kids this, my actual children. People say things because people always said things.
Yeah.
Only way to break a cycle or a pattern is to talk about it. And then bill shredder, imagine uploading your bills and then all of a sudden somebody else is calling on your bills, getting your bills lower. Anybody want lower bills?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
And so guys, that is the first portion of what we call income shifting. Simple strategies to get your money back into your pocket. But that can't be all we do. We have to actually once we have that money, we need strategies to make our money make money. Now, I see a name on here, but I don't know if he's available. Sometimes he just be lurking. I see my sponsor on here. He's the person that told me about the fourth pillar, which is Wealth Max. Looks like he's driving though, so I want you to be safe, bro. Can you share with everybody what you're excited about in terms of Wealth Max, or should I do it? Because I don't mind. Okay, I don't think you mastered the mute button. Wait a second. You can't drive and unmute. I'm asking them to do a whole Wealth Max. You know what? I'm gonna do it. You still talking to yourself. You looking crazy. I gotta take care of you. Stop talking. Stop talking. So here we go, guys. Private reserve accounts are amazing to me. I'm gonna give you the quick version because that's the version I understood. Everybody knows what a bank does, right? A traditional bank, we put our money in there, and then when we want to borrow it, they act like it ain't our money, right?
Right.
They give us no return, but we'll call it low returns, but less than 1% with the amount of money that a lot of us put in the bank is ridiculous. Then they actually lend our money to other people. They call it arbitrage. And so they take our money and like my mentor says, they flip it 10 times in the street. And so they take our money and they give somebody a mortgage loan, somebody else a car loan, somebody else a credit card loan, somebody else a student loan. You see how that works? But then when we come to ask for it, we got to qualify for it. And then we got to pay interest on our own money. The bank sets all the terms. Our dollar only serves one purpose. And so what we get and what we offer are private reserve accounts. You get a consultation to let you know if you're ready. But here's the beauty of the account. The market is linked to the return on your money, meaning that when the market goes up, your money goes up. When the market goes down, your money does not. So it's not like a 401k that crashes when the market crashes. You don't have to qualify to borrow money from yourself. However, you do participate in arbitrage, meaning you can have 50,000 in the actual account, get yourself a car, potentially give somebody else a loan to go to school, and the 50,000 is still in there getting that interest. Then you set your own loan terms. Are you guys gonna be kind of nice to yourself?
Oh yeah.
But now your dollar is serving multiple purposes. And here's the thing, you don't have to understand all of it. Just understand that it's better than just putting all our eggs in one basket or keeping all our money in one bank. Is this making sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we have what's called land banking. which is investing in land and the path to growth. We actually are with Cal Choice. And what these guys have done is they put us in a position where we can actually get a deed on land in Antelope Valley, California. They call it Green Energy Valley. Because Warren Buffett is invested billions of dollars to do green things in that market. NASA investing billions of dollars to do green things in that market. For the first time in forever, Los Angeles is building a highway in that area. And the Olympics is going to be in Los Angeles in 2028. Now, you might be asking, what does that have to do with Green Energy Valley? Well, the same thing that Conyers has to do with Atlanta. I live in Conyers. The Olympics was in Atlanta. Everything in Conyers did not exist before that Olympics. But somebody was owning this land. And they were able to sell it probably for top dollar, because I can walk to the equestrian park where they had the horseback different competitions in that particular Olympics. And now we have a whole metropolis with horrible internet out here in Conyers, Georgia. Now, what happens with you is you're sitting there holding this type of a deed, like Ruthie and Don, like Richard, who you know hasn't mastered the mute button in his car. And so these guys are actually doing the things that we're talking about. And there's some other people on here that are doing things that we're talking about. As a matter of fact, Liza, when you actually took advantage of Money Max and uploaded your stuff, how much of a pay raise did you get?
$608 a month.
And so guys, how many of you guys could use an extra $608 a month from your job? Anybody else get a Money Max raise?
Yep.
How much?
400.
Sean, can you hear me?
Barely. But I did hear Earl say, I know Bernard had a $324 pay raise every 30 days. And I just heard Earl, he and his wife, because by the way, that's $79 a month covers you and your spouse, or you and whoever in your house you smile at all the time. And so he and his wife uploaded their stuff into Money Max, and they came out to about $1,200. I see Anita Patton. Anita, what kind of pay raise did you get?
$700, T.
You know what I'm saying? And so guys, here's the thing. We're already doing this. Why would you not want an instant pay raise? Then with Credit Max, Rebecca, how many points did your credit score go up so far?
124 points.
And that was in about 30 something days, right?
Yeah, about 50 something now.
Nice. Who else has had their credit score go up, and by how much?
I'll go, Mr. Sean T. Hill.
All right, give me the number.
I uploaded my stuff. My credit score went up 50 points, another 10 points today, 110 points.
Nice. Super awesome. What about you, Richard? I think you finally mastered your
I mastered the parking function. You just gotta stop. But instant pay raise took me up 1,200. Credit Max actually took my credit score up about 80 points from where it was to 810. Refinanced my mortgage, and that took my overall mortgage payment down $700. And then with Equity Max, they put that money from those things in a plan that took my debt window from 24 years down to 7.
Nice.
So it helped me pay off $50,000 in credit card debts and a house.
Wow.
I own a house.
and then what did you do with Wealth Max? Let everybody know what you do with Wealth Max.
And then with Wealth Max, I actually, once the debt snowball got big enough, I split off and I invested in a private reserve account strategically, knowing that I've got some other things that I want to take care of. And with land banking, I'm so excited about the rates that we're getting on both, because I don't know if anybody is like me, frustrated with the rates you're getting at your bank and from your 401k, meaning I had 5 funds that have been negative for 2 years, and I dumped them. Use that for what I started my land banking with. So I have about 5 acres in Green Energy Valley. Right now, that's averaging 24% per year on a 3 to 5 year hold window. So that's how banks make money. Like, that's bank interest rates.
Nice.
So I'm just excited. The money's making money.
As well you should be. And guys, that's my sponsor. So this is why I then that's why I did not punch any holes in it. When the person sharing it with you, you already have a high trust level and they've already accomplished these things. I didn't need to do the research. How am I out research the number one researcher I know? And so keeping it that simple, how many of you guys want to start shifting your income?
Oh, I do.
I do.
Right here, right
now,
here.
so y'all want y'all taxes to go down? Anybody want their taxes down?
Yep,
Yep,
Anybody want their credit score up?
yep,
Anybody
absolutely.
want to get out of debt in record time?
Yeah.
Yep,
Anybody
right
want their
here.
bills lower?
yep,
Anybody want to invest with the big boys like Richard?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now, let me ask you guys the ultimate question. How many of you guys, even if we swore you to secrecy with a blood oath, you know you still gonna tell somebody about what we were just talking about?
Right here.
Since we know we are blabbermouths, is it okay if MWR gives us a check for that?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, because we finally decided to stop giving free referrals, right? And so here's the thing. They not only give us one check, they give us 10. But I can't go over all 10, so because we're running short on time. So go ahead and take a screenshot. But I will tell you about a few of them. First of all, I got excited when I found out that when somebody gets a $79 membership, I get a $40 bonus. And then $10 every time. How many of you guys wouldn't mind getting $40 every time you help somebody income shift?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
But what's exciting is the $10 residual income every time they pay their membership. Why? Because we have business partners that have 50 customers. $2,000 up front is nice, but how many of you guys like the idea that $500 that's going to keep on coming?
Mhm.
yes.
Write that down. Residual income is a wealth principle. I'll explain it in a second, but make sure you got it in your notes. Then we have what's called the momentum bonus. Every time you sponsor someone into the company that wants to be a qualified financial director, we'll just call it a QFD for short, you're going to earn a $50 bonus. So when you help 3 people get started, that's obviously 150. You help 3 people get started within your first 30 days, that's another 150. So that 228 is taken care of because that's a $300 bonus that you just made, or $300 worth of bonuses. Now, you're excited about the 3 new partners. We're excited about the opportunity to help those 3 new partners get the same bonus you did. When that happens, you get a $450 bonus if that happens within your first 60 days. You don't even know they're partners, but who would keep the money?
Mhm.
I'm just checking.
I would.
That duplicates again. You earn another $900 if that happens within your first 90 days. $1,500 in your first 90 days. Would it help anybody here?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Let's check it. In addition to that, when you got your first 3, you became what was called an executive director. You got a promotion. And in addition to that promotion, you actually get more money for the same work. So instead of $50 now, you actually earn an additional a $60 bonus every time somebody decides they want to start making money with us. And that extra bonus money goes from $10 to $75 for everything that you do. How many of you guys could get excited if you were a senior director, or executive director like Miss Rebecca Odom, and you were earning $60 like Yolanda Dupont every time somebody got started? Would that be pretty cool?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But what if you're a senior director like Anita Patton, or a senior director like a bunch of people on here? Wow, like Earl on here, and you earned a $70 bonus every time you actually help somebody get started. Would that be pretty cool?
Mhm.
Yes.
What if you earned a $95 bonus, extra $45 every time you got somebody started like Mr. Richard Harden does? How many guys would enjoy that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But what's even more enjoyable is you also get an additional $10 to $75 when people come into your network that you do not know. How many guys like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So imagine taking a week off, but you're an area director like Mr. Harden, and 10 people get started in your business because your team didn't get started to be your team. We got to start it in our business for ourselves, right?
Right.
You have to be forced to take the $450 because the 10 people got started. Would that be pretty cool?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Then the 25% check match happens when you're a senior director like Bernard Ponder or Anita Patton or Earl McCray. And here's what happens. Everybody you sponsor, and you can sponsor whoever you want. Whenever they do, you earn 25% on. So let's just say you were the person that introduced me to the business. Can you tell I'm a little excited?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just a tad, right? What if every time I made $100, you made 25? Who would like that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I tell y'all what, they could care less about that $25. Let me see. What if every time I made $1,000, you made $250? How many of you guys would be like, go, Sean, go?
Go
Yeah.
Sean,
Sean,
go.
go.
Oh,
And so,
Sean,
guys,
go.
here's what's exciting about that. No limits to who you can introduce, and you can't control somebody else's excitement. Then in addition to that, we get what's called the daily guarantee. And here's the thing, it's daily, never been paid daily. Even the people that said if I clean my room, I actually get, something every day, they missed a whole lot of payments. And it's guaranteed. Y'all remember way back in about February 2020 when people thought their jobs were guaranteed?
Mm.
And then March happened to a lot of people.
Right.
This money is guaranteed. This is what it looks like, though. If you help 3 people get started as a qualified financial director, like Aletta is, and 1 person gets started as on the Financial Edge membership because they want to shift their income, you start earning what's called the $5 daily guarantee, like Yolanda DuPont does. Now, here's what excited me about that. You'd have thought I hit the lottery, because how many of you guys have a bill right now that $150 could knock out every 30 days?
I do.
Yes.
See, before we get to financial independence, we first got to create some financial relief. And so my mentor said, most people only know residual, like someone said earlier, on the residual bill side. Meaning, how many of you guys have a bill coming in every 30 days that you can't pay off?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You understand that we pay our electricity bill in advance, they'll just send us blank bills till they catch up.
Yeah.
And so, have you ever heard somebody get a call? Mr. Hill, we understand that you got laid off. We're gonna hold on to these bills until you get yourself together.
That don't happen.
Doesn't happen. And
That's
so
not
we have to
happening.
have bills that we have to pay every 30 days, regardless of what's going on in our life. We got to figure out how to generate an income that's going to come every 30 days, regardless of what's going on in our life. And when that income is more than those bills, we're free.
Yes, sir.
Why do most people go to work?
For bills.
Bills.
So if the bills are already paid, why would you go then? You must
Wouldn't
really
go.
like what you do.
Yeah.
But now, how many of you guys, if you could actually cover all your bills without getting out of bed, how many of you guys would call in to work dead? And so here's what's exciting about what I've shared with you. Guys, the 119 that we talked about earlier can be covered by that $5 a day. The 119 that we talked about earlier can be covered by just uploading your stuff and letting MoneyMax give you a raise. Heck, you get 3 Financial Edge members, they actually waive your $79 a month. And so your only overhead then is the $40 a month. These are things that Liza, the MoneyMax thing and the Financial Edge memberships, Liza did in the first, 10 days?
Yep.
She's only 14, 15 days old. She only needs 1 more business partner
Right.
today to get that last thing taken care of for herself. But there's no rush because she doesn't have any overhead because her job is paying her $608 a month. And so with that being said, we don't stop there. We keep helping people get their business self-funded. And by doing that, you get to the $20 a day range. How many guys can use an extra $600 a month? I mean, you know who really could use it? That family that had to foreclose last year.
Yeah.
That family that had to file bankruptcy last year. An extra $300 a month could have saved that. And we have so many people doing this from the comfort of their own home. People that you see, faces that you see on this Zoom are doing it. That, I mean, it's just, I be clicking all day. Then we have people that earn $30 a day. My partner, Dana Turnquest and Vonda Bell, these guys are actually in education. How many guys would agree $900 a month for people in education is pretty good?
Yes.
Yeah.
Without having to tutor an extra kid or go and work a part-time job like it's a full-time job. How many guys know people that do that, work part-time jobs like they're full-time jobs?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My sponsor, Richard Harden, $50 a day. How many guys can use an extra $1,500 a month? And all we're doing is the same thing. It's just we're helping other people do the same thing. Who can use an extra $1,500 a month?
Oh, yeah, I could.
Yeah, we have people earning $100 a day. Kimberly on the left is ex-military. My brother on the right just got married. Larry did. 26 years old, school teacher, earning an additional $3,000 a month, and he's been in this business less than 8 months. How many of you guys would agree with me that $3,000 a month for a school teacher is significant?
Oh,
Yes.
I know for a fact it is. And here's the thing. Ask me how I know.
yeah.
Is he doing it?
Because we were just blessed to actually, because of that work ethic of the people going after their own dreams that we were just blessed to share this with, we're able to do that as well. And so, I mean, I don't want to belabor the point, but we're learning from people that earn $150 a month, a day and more. And we got the luxury bonus. I'm not going to go over all of it, guys. An additional $500 to $3,000 a month. Would it help?
Yeah.
And we have so many people that are doing this, including myself, taught by my sponsor, taught by his brother, his sponsor, taught by a lot of people, taught by his, some really good friends of theirs. They actually grew up with these guys. They literally grew up with these guys. And now they're all in business together, teaching people like me how to get where they are. Then we have the presidential bonus. Can anybody fund their goals and their dreams anywhere between $500 to $100,000 a month? See, here's the thing. I could go on and on and on about those bonuses and everything that's in place. But remember, all of this is happening because people understand and want to be income shifters. They just want more of their money back in their pocket. And this young man who makes about $50,000 a month after only being in this business for less than 9 months has put together strategies that help us do this so easily from the comfort and the safety of our own home that even I could do it. And so with that being said, guys, we have a drawing that's happening tonight after a 9:30 conversation that Mr. Brian Bean's having. A lot of the leadership have literally put money into a pool, and this is what we're doing. If you get started on our team and you actually sponsor someone else who gets started on our team, meaning they take a look at one of these conversations, they decide they want to be a financial director and make money with us. They join the team, you put yourself in the drawing, and tonight we're drawing 5 more $119 scholarship winners, meaning we're going to take care of your second month in business. And so here's the thing. We're doing this because it's not about the money. It's about providing people with opportunity to do some things that we always wanted to do. We just didn't have a team. Is this making sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so, guys, with that being said, at this point, there's usually 3 people on the Zoom. 3. Now, I know you see 20 plus people on the Zoom, but it's really only 3. The number 3 person says, you know what? Looks good, but I'm out. Now, I don't know what you're out of because we didn't let you in anything, but I guess that means I'm not going to do anything with it. And I understand everything's not for everybody. Do the next best thing, because we didn't want you to buy anything. We didn't really want you to join anything. We just wanted you to see it, because we always say we're blessed to be a blessing. So now you have a miracle in your mouth that you can share with anyone. And the next best thing to becoming an income shifting multimillionaire with us is knowing that you shared it with someone who did, and now they owe you a favor. Just give referrals to the person that invited you. But now the number 2 say, you know what? That sounds crazy. I got taxes. I want it down. I got a credit score. I want it up. I want debt. I got debt. I want it gone. I have bills. I want them lower. And I want to invest so my money can make money. But I don't want to make any extra money. I do want to increase the cash flow that I have. We completely understand. You need the Financial Edge membership only. It's only $79 a month, and you get to take advantage of all the maxes: Money Max, Credit Max, Equity Max, and Wealth Max. Tell the person that invited you you're a number 2. They'll send you their website with membership/membership on the end. When you go to that site, you look for the green button that says become a member. And when you click that, you'll see the same application you've always used. And when you go in and fill out that application, you'll be able to start asking the experts and uploading your documents, and we can all income shift together. Congratulations. Awesome decision. But then there's some people that were like myself and like Aletta and like Liza. You know what? You could have been quiet about 40 something minutes ago. I'm in. What do I need to do? I want the membership, but I also want to get paid when other people get the membership. I want TaxBot too. Well, tell the person that you're number 1. They'll send you their website. You go to their website, you go to the top right-hand corner of their website, click join now. When you do that, you'll see everything that I already described on how the 228 breaks down, how the 119 breaks down. When you click here to continue your enrollment, you put in all that information you give everybody else. You name your site. They're letting you know you're going to get a e-wallet and a Visa debit card, because Visa's everywhere you want to be. I think they also researched MWR before, they started giving us cards with money on it. So you don't have to waste time with that research either. You can't out-research the researchers. Put your payment info in. You go to the gray box, do that little squiggly thing like you signing. I still have never figured that thing out. You click the little box over that, and when you click join now, another green button, you go into your business center. This is my business center. This is my business center. And so once you get to your business center, you let the person that invited you know that you're in, and they're going to send you our welcome text so that you can have our one-page business plan. And so, guys, that's my time. I don't want to take any more of your time. Get with the person that invited you. Let them know whether or not you're number 3, and you actually want to refer some people to them, because I'm pretty sure you thought of people that have taxes and, you know, might have a little bit of debt they need to get out of. Or you're number 2, and you want to start income shifting so that your taxes can go down, credit up, debt gone, bills lower, and invest. Or you're number 1 and you want to not only do that and expand your cash flow, but you want to make some money with us. But don't hesitate, procrastinate, develop stress, hypertension, a dilemma, have a heart attack, stroke, and die trying to figure out whether or not you want your money to stay with you long enough to invest and you want to make more money. Not that deep. It's really this simple. If it makes sense to you, you should do it. If you know you can do it, meaning you know you can upload documents that you already have and invite people to Zooms to hear about what we're doing, you should do it. And if you know we'll help you keep it this simple, because again, look at Aletta. She has not talked in the whole time we've been here. If you can do what she's doing, you're talking to me. You did a great job. But I mean, if you can do what she's doing, the main thing she's doing is learning. If you can learn while you earn, let's lock arms, let's do some significant things together. Because if not this, then what? Like, what do you have going on that will help you get your friends and family pay raises and have the government fund their lifestyle? If not now, then when? Guys, I've been telling people even before I knew this business existed, if we don't get better during the quarantine era, learn a skill, get our minds right, develop better relationships, get our spirit right, and our money on track, when is it ever going to happen? It doesn't get any better than this, because people are paying attention to their finances. And if not you, then who? Who's going to be that person that's going to change the trajectory of your family's financial future forever? Because let me give you guys a secret. If you haven't already met them, it's that beautiful person in your mirror. So with that being said, on behalf of Aletta, on behalf of Jason, on behalf of all my partners, on behalf of Liza, because she gonna boss me around if I don't say her name. My name is Sean T. Hill, blessed to have earned Executive District Director with our company MWR. More importantly, I am Willie and Maddie Mae Hill's bouncing baby boy. It's been a plum pleasing pleasure as well as a privilege. I look forward to doing this business with you, shifting income with you, and when everything opens up, walking the beaches of the world with you. God bless you guys. Hope that was worth your time. Have an incredible evening.
Thank you. Good night. Thank you.
Thanks, Sean.
Thanks, Sister Hill.
Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Time.
All right.
My
Thank
pleasure.
you.
See you soon.
Bye.